Good morning, and thank you for the invitation to address the UNESCO Learning City webinar. Those of you who know me will know that I need very little encouragement to talk about the great things that happen in Cork or to talk about the life-changing importance of education and lifelong learning. So when the invitation arrived to contribute to your event this morning, it required very little discussion. Cork's participation in the UNESCO Learning Cities programme makes perfect sense. This is a city which has a strong tradition of lifelong learning. Since 2004, Cork has held a very successful annual Lifelong Learning Festival, which has been a great celebration of learning and has grown learning opportunities. In 2015, Cork was one of the first 12 cities to receive the UNESCO Learning City Award, an award for outstanding progress in building learning cities. We're also extremely proud that in 2017, Cork was the first European city to host the UNESCO International Conference on Learning Cities. Learning cities play a central role in promoting lifelong learning at local levels. They allow cities to share knowledge, exchange ideas, and compare strategies for development. They're also key drivers to achieve the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, promoting good policy and practice and fostering sustainable development. I commend the Cork City Council for hosting this webinar and meeting over the next few days. This event is welcome and timely and will provide an important focus on the role that learning can play in supporting the health and well-being of our citizens in the context of COVID-19 and its effects. COVID has provided a major challenge for how we, our children and our families learn and are educated in the widest sense. We have seen the impact a change to our system of learning can have on our health and well-being, both individually and as a society. As a country, we should be proud of the fact that keeping our schools open has been an absolute priority during the second wave of the pandemic. The fact that we were prepared to suffer restrictions in lots of other areas in order to maintain education says something profound about our priorities as a society. Of course, it also says a lot about the dedication of our teachers, principals, education officials, and entire school communities. The link between learning and well-being is well recognised in our National Framework for Action to Improve Health and Wellbeing in Ireland, Healthy Ireland. This framework shifts the focus to prevention and emphasises the need to empower people and communities to better look after their own health and well-being. Education and learning are cornerstones of this work. There is great collaboration between our health and education sectors in order to enhance the health and well-being of children and young people in educational settings from early years to third level. Of course, learning does not stop when we leave school or college. The Healthy Ireland framework places a particular emphasis on health awareness and health literacy throughout our lives. Recent national communications campaigns have helped and encouraged people to improve their diet, their level of physical activity, and their mental well-being, work that became even more relevant in the context of the COVID-19 pandemic. In Ireland, the promotion of well-being for all of our children and young people is central to our mission to enable our young people to achieve their full potential and be the best they can be. The Department of Education's Wellbeing Policy Statement and Framework for Practice 2018 to 2023 aims to put the promotion of well-being at the core of the ethos of every school. Significant work has been undertaken to realise this vision and the role that schools play in providing supportive and protective relationships and in fostering a sense of belonging and connectedness. Higher and further education has also been greatly affected by the pandemic. Students and staff have faced enormous challenges, both in practical terms and in terms of their mental health. I've interacted with students across the country, and I'm acutely aware of how impactful this pandemic has been on their college experience. Ireland has been very engaged also with UNESCO's concept of a learning city. We have developed a Healthy Cities and Counties network, a platform to connect initiatives, energy and resources in every county and city to support the improvement of health and well-being of all people in Ireland. This network achieved accreditation with the World Health Organization in 2016 and is currently at 20 members. I'm particularly proud that Cork City, along with Galway and Waterford, have been members of the WHO European Healthy Cities for much longer. These cities have shown exceptional leadership overall in the Healthy Cities movement, including in the development of the Copenhagen Consensus. No doubt that they will continue to inspire us in the years ahead. I wish you well in your continued endeavours for lifelong learning for all, a truly great cause. I thank you again for the opportunity to speak to you today, and I wish you well in your event. Thank you very much indeed.